I'm Anastasia, and this is something that helped me. I know every story is different, but I hope that in this you can find something to help you as well. Best of luck.
The feeling of inadequacy, watching my son fade away and not being able to do anything about it, really wore on me. I found myself doubting my parenting skills and doubting my own intuition. I felt like a total failure as a mom. And this feeling of failure began to impact other areas of my life. It began to impact every area of my life. I had to make a very deliberate effort to develop positive self-talk. I would search for positive quotes online when in the doctor's waiting rooms. There were 1,000 of those. And I would save all of that time in the waiting room and online to search for positive quotes and save them on my phone. And I started writing an encouraging thought on a Post-it note and putting it up on the mirror where I would see it every day. Honestly, this was another idea of my therapist. To pick something that I wanted to be, the encouragement that I needed to hear, and put it on my mirror in a stick-it note and read it to myself. The first one, I am brave and I never give up. Now, at first, these notes were not at all who I was. It wasn't really true. It could be true for the future, but it wasn't true in the moment when I write the note and put it on my mirror. I did not feel like I was brave. I did not feel like I never gave up. I basically almost felt like giving up because it was a difficult time and there were no answers. But they were things that I wanted to become and I wanted to believe about myself. So magically, the thing I was supposed to do was look at the notes on the bathroom mirror, and every single time I was in the bathroom, read the note to myself. So every time I went to the bathroom, as I washed my hands, look at myself in the mirror and say, I am brave and I never give up. And magically, as I did this and I focused on the positivity, I really did develop these traits that I wanted. It worked. So what's a motivational thought that you need to hear? Go ahead, write it out on a sticky note and put it where you will see it. Or some people I've heard use lipstick and they actually write it on their mirror in lipstick. Whatever you do, just put it on your mirror where you'll see it. And it may seem silly to do this, especially if you're living with other people in your household and it's a shared bathroom. It may seem silly, but try it out. It really, truly helped me, and it may help you as well. Sometimes, often, our internal voices are so self-critical. We would never talk to another person or a friend the way that we talk to ourselves. I've learned to take a minute and ask myself, if it was one of my friends who was struggling with this, what would I tell them to encourage them through the hard thing? Then I look for inspirational quotes that I would tell them, and I make a list. And I record myself sharing the inspirational thoughts. And at first, doing this felt embarrassing, but now I enjoy being able to listen through the positive message, my own personal pep talk throughout the day. It's amazing how much these little positive pep talks have inspired me and helped me to encourage me through the rough time. So you may notice as I say this, it's exactly what I'm doing right now. This is what I've been doing from the very beginning. To think of a friend who's struggling. I'm thinking of you out there, anybody who is struggling with unknowns in your life, with a child's health, or with a new diagnosis or an old diagnosis that's causing trouble again with brain tumors or cancer or any kind of long-term health issues with your children. It can be so difficult. So anyway, I'm thinking of you out there who are trying to struggle through these moments of uncertainty and fear and pain and anxiety, and I'm trying to think of what will help you through the moment. But the truth is, I'm recording this and I'm storing it up, and in the future, who knows? Probably there will be more difficult moments in the future. Isn't that life? We all have good times and bad times, and good times and bad times. And it comes around. But anyway, I'm storing this up. So if I get to another bad time, I can come on here and I can listen to my own personal pep talk to help me through the moment. This really has helped me. I know it sounds crazy, but it really, really helps me. So anyway, just take a moment in your journal. You could put it here on the page if you want, actually, because who knows who could be going through exactly what you're going through and need to hear the words of encouragement that you have to share. If your friend was going through your current situation, how would you encourage them? You don't necessarily have to go into all the details of the current horrible situation you're facing on the Facebook or on the YouTube or whatever in the universe, but just share. If your friend were going through your current challenge, how would you encourage them? I'd love to hear it. Thank you for sharing. I hope you have a great day.
It used to really bother me. Every single person would say, I don't know how you do it. And for me, I realized the answer is 1 day at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time. People would say, I could never do that. Yes, you could, and you will. The journey is long and bumpy, but keep taking those tiny steps, and you can do this. I promise. Whatever is standing in front of you today,